Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today for our daily devotion. I'm Ben, one of the pastors here at Hope, and it is obviously Ash Wednesday. Got a chance to get the ashes today, and hopefully you had a chance to as well. This is probably showing a few days after Ash Wednesday, but had a thought here today as we are coming upon this time of Lent and Easter and Good Friday and the resurrection and all of those promises. I've been thinking about the book of James and how James, as a brother of Jesus, is writing, and there's a lot of these application points, he says, and it's in James chapter 1, verse 19. He said, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. Many of us have maybe heard of this before, but what's he really saying? What's the underlying piece here? He's not just saying act in this way, but he's saying look to Jesus. Jesus is the most calm, the most gentle person we could ever think of in this life. That he was always quick to listen. He was slow to speak, slow to become angry. We think of his journey to the cross, that they beat him, they spat on him, they cursed at him, they whipped him and flogged him and even hung him on a tree through crucifixion, all of which he barely said a word. He just said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. This was the heart of God. So James is not just saying, do these things, but he's saying, look to Jesus. Find strength from Jesus as together you become more like him and reflect this characteristic of his in this life. Think of how many times we flip this in our life, that I am slow to listen. I am quick to become angry. I am quick to speak in this life. And he's just saying, pause, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Reverse this. Allow God to transform your heart so that you become slow to anger, slow to speak, slow to anger, and that you may reflect God's character in a more thorough way and enjoy the patience that he gives. Think of how we don't deserve this. The recognition that I deserve God to be quick to be angry with me because I've offended him by my sin, and yet he is quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry, and full of grace and truth. That is what we are celebrating in Easter Sunday, the death and the resurrection, that even in our brokenness, God sent his one and only Son to live this perfect example, to live this perfect life and die a sinner's death on the cross, taking our sin and our punishment upon himself. Allow that to transform your life here this season as together we reflect on the death and resurrection of Christ. God bless.